Right, hello, this is a video about how points are done, how points are worked out at hot races. I get quite a few questions quite a lot of the time about, questions that say how are the points done, how's the roof grading done, that sort of thing. So I thought the best way to sort of give people an insight into the world of doing the points and figuring out the roof grades was to do a few videos and actually try and revitalise the YouTube channel a little bit. Now, most of you won't know that we've got a YouTube channel, but we do. It is youtube.com/Haywood's Oval Track. There's some videos on there. There's 8 videos on there in total, and they're all 6 years old. So you're more than welcome to have a little prod around on there, but you won't find anything anywhere near up to date. All quite old stuff. So yeah, that's youtube.com/Haywood's Oval Track. So how do we do points? I won't go too far into roof grades. I'll explain a little bit about roof grades. This is mainly about how the points are done. Now at HOTs we score 50 points and downwards in qualifying, and again 50 points and downwards for the final positions. So what we do here is I take the qualifying results and I number them 1 to, in this case, 24. Just give them all a number. If people aren't a member, if they didn't post a time, they get removed and they don't get a number. And then what I do after that is I take the finals in the said class, remove people again that maybe not have started, maybe aren't members. As you can see, the A final is numbered 1 to 6. The B final is numbered 7 to 15. And I said B final, and the C final is numbered 16 to 21. You can see people that aren't members or people that didn't start were removed. So what I do is get the qualifying results on the back. The A final, we always start with an A because it starts with 1. When we get to the bottom of the A final, we'll then do the B final, C final, etc. But we always work off the back sheet so we don't miss anyone. So we can see that Daniel came first in qualifying, so he got a 1 and he got a 1 here as well. So we will go over to the second screen and you can see that a 1 in qualifying and a 1 in final is 100. We come back over here and I've actually done the points, but I've just removed the first couple so I can demonstrate. You see the ability is 98.5, the score is 197, and we put our 100 in there, and you see obviously the points have gone up by 100 and the ability has gone up to 99. Let's do the second person. Second person is Owen. Owen scored a 2 and a 3. So I find Owen, I select round 4. That's obviously quite a specific requirement. If I selected a different round, it could confuse matters a lot down the line. So we had a 2 and a 3. So we go back over here. We see that a 2 and a 3 scores 97. Come back over here. We're already on the correct square, so we'll see that the score and the ability are both 91 because there's only one meeting been done. We stick a 97 in there, and we can see the score's obviously gone up, and the ability has gone up to 94. And that's how we do the points. That is exactly how we do the points. What I will then do is I will include in the header, I will highlight the entire table of people that have actually got a point on the board. So this is the last line of anyone that scored any points. The people below are there just so their roof grades are kept, really. If they decided to do that formula again, after the next regrading segment, the people will always fall off the bottom, apart from people that have roof grades that we really need to keep a hold of. So the Morgan Silver roof here, that will stay on there until the end of the year. If there was a Best in Britain or a European or whatever roof grade down the bottom there that hadn't scored anything in our club championship, they'd still be kept on the screen so we can keep track of who's won what. So we've highlighted everyone. I've got a short, I was going to say short key, but it's a shortcut. I've got a shortcut up here for custom sort. We'll use that. You can find that in your sorting options in Excel if you fancy using Excel for anything. But I've put a button up here just to make things quicker. And we'll sort. We can sort by anything in this header because we've highlighted the header and we've ticked this box here to show that my data has headers. And we can sort by anything. We can sort by ability, by round 1, member type. We can even sort by we can sort by your roof grade colour, which I've done in a few cases, but not for anything specific. Okay, so we want to sort by points, we want to sort by the value of the cell, and we want to sort the points from largest to smallest. So there we go. So we are now sorted by this points column. The whole table has been sorted by that one column. If I just save that quickly. Now that's points done. That's how points work. You'll see that it says here best 7 from 10 to count. The formula within the spreadsheet disregards your lowest 3 once you do your 8th. Sorry, that's wrong. It disregards. No, it doesn't disregard. It only takes your best 7. Sorry, I confused which. It was such a long time ago. You can see the formula up here equals sum large from that cell to that cell, and we want 7 scores. So what that is basically saying is we want the largest scores from this cell to this cell, and we want 7 of them. So that's how that works. I'll go into the ability very quickly. The ability is an average of your points scored. So it's an average, but it's only an average if, that's why there's an if there, funnily enough. It's an average if your points are greater than 50. You see there, greater than 50. I don't want to mess that formula up. So yeah, that's going a bit into depth really, but we only take the ability from the points that people score from doing complete race meetings. So if you qualify for a race meeting and you don't do the final because your car broke or you had to go home or whatever, your points won't be included. I have a really good example up here. So there's points scored here, 47 and 92. Now you can see here that the points have been added together, and you can see that the ability is 92. It's not taking the 47 as part of the average because it's below 50. Sorry, it's below 51. It's not greater than 50. And basically because it's not a fair representation of anyone's ability if they had to miss half a race meeting, or, you know, part of a race meeting. If they had to miss the finals, 9 times out of 10, people will score 51 and above. If they've taken part, they've literally posted 1 lap in qualifying and 1 lap in a final, then 9 times out of 10 generally have 51 or above points. That's about it. Another interesting thing, which will be explained more in another video, but in this video I'll go into it very slightly, the roof grading. So the roof grading is done on your ability. Now there's a few circumstances where people will get removed from this calculation and they'll just keep their grade that they've currently got if they've not done 3 full race meetings or more. We don't think it's a fair representation of someone's ability if they've done less than 3 full meetings. And if someone has a roof like a gold roof or a best in Britain roof or something of that nature, they can't be used, they can't be in the grading system. You know, they have a grade that's greater than the rest and they hold it for 12 months. So just to give everyone a little idea, if we highlight everyone that has an ability score, I can then go custom sort by ability. We can always sort it back to points, so we're not messing things up. Sort the ability by the cell value, the largest to the smallest. And now you see the people's grades more in the right positions. The red roofs are around the top. They have some blues poking their noses in. They're generally around the top. You'll see the blue area here. Generally, you have a few yellows poking their noses in, a couple of reds / superstars dropping down a little bit. You have the yellow area with a couple of blues dropping down slightly, and then you have a white area. You have a white here that's punching above his roof grade weight, and then you have a couple of yellows that have perhaps just dipped down slightly. Obviously we're only down to that line there, so that's not exactly how the roof grades are done, but that's like part of how it's done. It's done like it's ordered into ability, but there's quite a few people that get removed. People that haven't done 3 meetings, people that have a 12-month roof grade, they won't be included in that. So yeah, the roof grades tend to be split into 3. You'll get put into the percentage order and split into 3. The top third being red, the middle third being blue, and the bottom third being yellow. White, obviously, as we all know, white is a novice only grade. So once you've left the white, you can't go back to white. So you can get a good idea. If you're in the top third of all of the ability ratings on a championships points chart, you've got a possibility that you're going to be a red. If you're sort of in that middle ground, currently in this case, if you're at potentially, I don't know the right figure right now, but if you're in the 80 to 90 mark, you're looking perhaps around the blue. You might be right near the top of the split. You might just be over into the reds. You might just be at the bottom split towards the yellow, but without actually doing it 100% properly, we won't fully know. But it gives you a good idea if what your sort of percentage against everybody else is, roughly where your roof grade will be. Obviously it's changing all the time, and we won't ever change roof grades until after round 10 for the first half, and then again after round 10 in the second half, which is usually around Christmas time. So the amount of effort that's put in on this system, we really appreciate people that actually have the correct grade worn at all the meetings, because you know it's quite a lengthy process to do all the points, then to do the roof grades. So we'll put the effort in, and hopefully the racers will adhere to the grades on the sheets. If anyone's got any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you want to subscribe to the video, you'll obviously be notified of when a video gets posted, and you'll be able to find the channel a lot easier, which will be good. So yeah, hopefully we'll be bringing some more of these little informational videos. We'll be bringing hopefully some recordings of some races in the near future perhaps, And yeah, thank you very much.